Hello, welcome back. Last time I was faced with the consequences of my actions. Am I where I thought I was? I guess that's where I left off. So anyway, world update has been installed. Show me all those rhombuses. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. There's gonna be a lot. Here's one. So puzzle redos will not happen at the moment. I just want to see about being able to actually make progress here. There's one. And room count has gone up again. It's at 347 and it's been holding stable there for a while, so I'm hoping that is final room count and the thing is finished. So first thing I want to know, are these still untitled? No, this is new. That, did I ever do that? I don't think so, no, that is uncleared. Okay, so before anything else, I may need to restore back. There are 3 sky doors here. So key collection and door opening can get funny during world updates if I interacted with either of those in a room where they changed. But here is a collected sky key, one single. It still looks to me... Wait, right, there's rooms here and here. Okay, so this section had one sky key, and there's a waypoint I never activated. Oh yeah, so this is a new room, I think? Yeah, I've never cleared this. This was untitled before. Okay, yeah, so it was these 2 rooms. Small pool, water zen. Water zen simply gained a title. Small pool gained a puzzle. Okay, so first thing I feel the need to do, even though strictly speaking I don't, but I will, is to... Oh, right, also there is a room to the... several rooms to the north now. Fantastic. Did this change at all? No, that remains the same. So assuming... I think what was going on here was unrelated to the unfinishedness of everything else. I don't see any layout changes, so it's likely there's just something I didn't realize I could do here. But I'm not going to come back to that right now. Yeah, so what specifically was I missing? A way to stack more than one statue on monster block on a statue on monster block. Could it somehow be a Chimera thing? Chimera requires multiple things moving at once, and I only have one thing in motion. That's me, so I don't see how. Anyway. Alright, so down here. The puzzle that got skipped because it was unfinished at the time. Here's a waypoint. That's nice. This one was just one that I did. Okay, so small pool. Over here, none of that leads to... I was gonna ask why that corner wasn't rounded, but that's because it's marble. Marble doesn't do that. Okay, so this is a cloud. Yeah, over a toggle floor, so if I do that I fall, so don't do that. Kind of funny that's there, because like, does this do anything otherwise? Anyway. Just like, it's the switch you press if you want to dunk yourself in the sky. Have fun. Okay, so having done those things, I think you want me to waypoint over here, exit, re-enter, and waypoint to there. I'm wrong. What did this do exactly? I feel like I have some problems here. So I step on that and lock myself in. This is the only thing I can do. I push this over. Is the idea... No, I can't waypoint from there. That doesn't do anything. And I'm just trapped. Using this waypoint doesn't change anything, does it? Wait, hold on. Right, okay, there's a funny nuance here. So what I did was I walked in here and waypointed to this thing. I have to leave the room and do it from elsewhere. I need the turn 0 hang time. which I would do like... Oh boy, you are way down there. Like this. Here we go. Now I'm on the water and I'm okay. Can't do that, but... Okay, so this is... Alright, this is a good joke. Another switch that if I hit it from the left, I fall. This is setting up a little theme here. I like this. Alright, so now if I go... So with some escape... I think my next step is not that. That's not gonna work. I need to lose another one of these blocks. But only one more. I guess I would do it like... Oh no, not like that. How would I lose exactly one more of these blocks? Wait, do I need to hit this switch? Well, yeah, what else would starting there do for me? Well, it gets me some blocks, that's what. I can't push them to the east here, though. I can do this, but it doesn't help me. I can do that. Does that help me? I don't think so. The issue here is... Okay, how did I do this before? Whoops. Wait, how did I do this before? I hit that switch, which didn't let me hit this one. I want to use that to... Why do I want to use that? This needs to... This needs to go south somehow. If I push it here, I'm not getting it back ever. I have to do this. Nothing happens there. That's not particularly useful. That's not quite a loop yet. It's getting closer. Let's see if I put it here. Not quite. Wait, hold on. There is a loop. Check this out. Very sneaky. Oh, that's good. Just spot the thing that doesn't look like it should work, but it does work. Cool, I needed this to be filled. Because without filling that, I can't step here to activate this waypoint, which is where I actually start and finish the room. So while I do need one block to go here, I need another one to go there. How do you expect that to happen? Yes, that's very good. I can't do anything anymore, though. Wasting it here is no good. Like, I would need to get somehow all the way here? Or do it in the other order, which also is impossible? Alright, what are you telling me? All of those moves are mandatory. Here my only choice is get this stuck forever or don't. I will take don't. Get back to how you were but worse, or don't. I'll take don't. Yeah, so this is the basic state of the puzzle, more or less. I can't use this waypoint until there's a stepping stone there and nothing else. Stack of 2 doesn't let me put nothing else. Now I can still do this loop. Dropping that switch though, so therefore it doesn't help me. Does it? No. Not quite. Wait. Oh, here we go. there's a path I haven't been considering, which is this one. So, this pair of things and the toggle switch drew my attention, making me miss that angle. Okay. So if that angle's the one that I want, then I can just leave and hop over there, and this switch never gets used. I guess it's just misdirection? Well, if that's the case, it did its job. Alright. Fascinating. So right, then I would go down there and claim that key, which I've already done. Very loud cars outside. Getting a video cameo. Even smaller water! Okay. How cute. So, this is fine, the key floats, but I can't claim it until I do this. There we go. Alright, so that's that key. Over here... Smallest water. True. Can't get any smaller than 1 by 1. Whoa, look at this silliness. So, alright, no water here. This is a, this reminds me a lot of, certain types of Drodholds. A big rectangle of monsters is something you would often see in a Drodhold where the author has decided that they're not feeling like making a puzzle that day, and just wants to do something. And like the sign says, that's what happened in this room. Fine if it happens a little bit, can be a problem if it happens a lot, but I don't think that's the case here. A grave! Okay, so this is the Cloud Grave. Well, one of them. So now I have enough sky keys to claim this infernal. Here we go. Alright. So that's one more red thing. And you know what, let's look at the Pacific section up here, because I do not want to go back to that statue room. It's so quiet! It is? Okay, so post-game is here, but I just get that key. Okay, if this is post-game... Oh, that goes up, not down. Okay. Got it. Alright. So to clear the room, I would have to... Right, the statue has to not exist. To clear the room, I have to climb down, step east, step west, climb back up, then the statue won't be there anymore to change the... Yeah, so these will just be open by default. Got it. So enter from above somehow. Alright. Well, that means I have no choice here. Got only the one thing, right? I guess I could redo rooms that changed. That's an option. Now there's this. Right, this one changed a bunch. This is one of those rooms I heard a rumor was impossible. I don't know if it's changed since then or not. In some version that was unsolvable. This is a room I never did, this before Hot. And that would give me one more extra prime key. So there were 2 more I was supposed to spend somewhere? Maybe in this room? Well, there are 2 doors in this room, so maybe. Was a sky key what I needed to get out of here? I think it was, yeah. Well, I needed a few of them. But okay, if that's the prime key cash-in spot, then that makes sense. I saw an unread sign. What was that? High Hill? How did I get there? Where was I? High Hill. So this is a sign I've never read. I did this puzzle once long ago. Okay. Alright, let's go back to my nemesis. So yeah, this room does not appear to have changed. I have to assume I'm just missing something. So I may have jumped to a conclusion here. Ah, so I think the function of... well, no. Locking me in doesn't... it's not important to... also, I'm not locked in because I... well, yes I am, because I can't leave when the room isn't cleared. Oh, that's unfortunate. Somehow I didn't realize these layered this way. Okay, I'll have to change that. Minor thing, but it's worth fixing. Okay, so, the question is, what needs to happen here? I have an idea. It won't work. This idea would require me to stand directly south of... something. I was thinking of some kind of dispenser system where a statue is awake and angry and pushing against a statue rubble with a block on it. That block, I guess, is here and goes there and falls, and then that repeats somehow. But none of that is possible for several reasons. So okay, all I need is for this pressure plate to be either continually held or pressed really just twice more. Is there another way I could gain distance across this hole than the extremely complicated hang time solution I was thinking of doing last time? I'd be a lot happier with this puzzle if it did not involve the extremely complicated hang time mechanic. So maybe I just fell into a trap of my own making, assuming that that was the mechanic, finding it impossible, and not realizing that there was actually something else to do. So this requests that I stack them. Let's try and figure out how that could be productive. It is still suspicious that it would work exactly with the resource allocation to stack them the way that I was thinking. And push them all at once down here, which, like, this trapdoor implies I want to do. But let's imagine there's something else entirely that I actually need to do here. If there was, what is that something? I have a stacking mechanism, and I have a jump on top of things mechanism. But I cannot stack too tall and too tall more than once. That involves losing my ability to do that again. Does it mean anything to do this? I mean, no. Why would it? Okay. So yeah, let's assume I just haven't had the correct idea for this room yet. Pressure plate. 1 toggle, 2 toggles, 3 toggles. It needs 3 toggles total or continuous toggle for, what, 5 turns? Yeah. 3 toggles total or continuous for 5 turns. Or some equivalent mix of the two. Okay. Okay, can I... Did I save any... I did save that, but that's just... Neither of these will show what I did before. Let me repeat what I did before with an additional idea. I don't think this works at all. No, that would mean... This music that I wrote is awfully dreary to be hearing for such a long time. I don't exactly regret it. I'm happier with some pieces of music in this game than others. This is one that I'm not as happy with as some of the rest. But I think it does its job. So that's what I did before. The idea that had just popped into my head was to somehow use, like, additional directions here. Like, I hop up here and I do something to the south, something to the north, something to the west. Well, I can't because that's where the waypoint is. But I can't set up to actually do any kind of something there. Okay. There's no way I can get a push block onto a statue's head. Is there, like... I'm not missing some poison or hot coals in this puzzle? There's one hot coal and it's here. Can't use. Nothing sneakily below these. Nothing sneakily below those. Okay. I may have to break character and have a conversation with the author just to get a verification replay for this room to make sure it is actually possible. That's what he would want anyway, I think. If I don't see a way to get this done right now, that's gonna be the method I use. Just to be sure there's no shenanigans going on. There's precedent for this. I did that previously for Chimera Lab. And even actually used that to figure out what to do in that one room. It's fine. I am probably treating my own standards too rigidly, and I need to be more flexible in situations like this. It's fine. This is just a me thing. Just, what could I even try to do here? So if I'm trying to stack too tall on top of too tall, is there any weird trickery I could do to make that happen more than once? I can put 2 tall and 1 tall, all I want. But that's not meaningful. Wait a second. Did I just get a vision of something? I saw something. What did I see? One of those little flashes of insight that was very brief. I saw a pattern of... Oh, what was it? Well, I mean, this is just the familiar one. I've already done something equivalent to this, at least. Well, sure, I can do this. That's a little bit different from what I've done before. But the reason that works is because statue A was on top of push block B, and I can't move another statue up here. Killing will not work. If I would... Ah. Same problem as ever. None of this helps me have more standable floor. I just get the 2 push blocks and that's it. So one is taken up by the initial move onto... oh, hi. onto the waypoint. The other one needs to be what I push off of. I need a little anti-toggle door, a little one deep pit that I can stick something into to push something on top of it, then pop it back up. But that doesn't exist in this game. So, do I want an angry statue? Somewhere, somehow, for something? Where am I standing while the bomb bug does its thing? Presumably here, having just pushed a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, sure, you're angry, I know, just shush. I mean, all of that order was wrong, so nothing happens. Okay. So now, there is one other thing here. A trapdoor will not drop if I walk over it while on top of a push block. I don't think that allows me to get a solution, but let's just see if that can potentially lead anywhere. So that would mean I want this here, ready to push. I want this somewhere ready to taxi. I don't think this leads where I need it to lead, but I'm not certain yet. Let's see if I can just push this onto that while preserving the trapdoor. Can I taxi in this situation? I think there's a way that would involve awakening 2 of these boys at once. This won't make any sense, will it? You're too close to me, and you kind of have to be. Wait, no, I can just taxi that way. Not quite. I need a gap. This is why I needed the second statue. So now I want this to stay held. Now hold on, there's another way to think about this. Let's say I would taxi in this location, and then somebody would come in and redirect. I'll jump from one taxi to another. So this is something I've never done before, but I think it would actually work. Let's see, if I put that here or so? Right, you, sure, you're not involved. Totally worked. I was off by 1. Okay, so that's new and exciting. A taxi transfer. So I did it. I'm very dead right now. Oh yeah, I can't do anything about that. Can I kill my taxi driver? Very rude, I know. But I think it's gonna be necessary. Also, I think the answer might be no. Unless I do more of a turn here? Like one more comes in and pushes me again after... This doesn't make any sense. And also I skipped you, so if I awaken you a little earlier... I mean, no, all that's... I just have more pushers again. Okay, I don't think this is it. It's interesting, though. I could do this. Let's see, this. Let's see, this. No, that's not the way. This? No, that's still not the way. This. That's the one. So you'll be forced to step south. Getting closer, then I can push you. See, now, if that was dead, which I can make happen... So at least I'm able to try new ideas here. That I appreciate. Kill, but I have no way to kill that one. Also, my alignment is wrong. Kill now. Step here. Kill now. Alright, I'm here and alive. That's technically an improvement. Alright, I'm gonna get in touch with the author and ask for a replay that clears this room just to be sure that it's possible. And if necessary, then, if necessary, use it to understand what to do. So yeah, like, basically one of two things happens. He tells me, oops, that room's impossible, here's an update, or... he says, sure, here's the replay, and then I know it's possible and I know I have a thing that I can use to get through if necessary. There are other things that could happen, but I'm hoping it's one of those two things, because either one of them gets me out of the situation. Alright, I'll see you next time with the results of that.